everyone, it's Geraldine from GegeCrochet. Many of you guys are here because you saw my video and the pattern for the watermelon scarf, and in it I was wearing a watermelon hat, and ever since then people have been, oh, that's so cute, do you have the watermelon hat pattern? Oh, have you posted the watermelon hat pattern? Oh, please let me know when you put the watermelon hat pattern up. Give me the watermelon hat pattern! So, just want to come out here right now and let you guys know that you can calm the heck down because today is the day. Oh yes, my friends, I have finally finished the watermelon hat pattern for you guys. You can find it on my blog, GegeCrochet.blogspot.com. So yeah, follow me on this video and I will show you little tips of the trade, alright? This is the first hat that I made. I really did like it, but it wasn't quite long enough to go over the ears, so I thought, well, I'll mess with it just a little bit. So this is the second one that I made. It is a little bit longer. It does cover the ears, but the crown was just a little too tight, and so when I put it on, it kind of left a little cone head on top, which I didn't like. I did like that it was snug around the ears, but personally, I don't like my head being squished by my hat like a bottle of mustard, so decided to do another one. And yes, it's a whole year later, if you notice. But this is the third one that I've made. It actually has a couple, the white is a little bit whiter, which I like, my husband and sister both liked as well. This is the one that I'm using to write the pattern. I'll show you on this hat how to do beaded crochet in the round. Doing the beads for the hat is slightly different than doing it for this scarf because you are doing it in the round. And just in case you've never done front loop, back loop in the round, I'll show you how to increase and decrease as well. Alright, let's get stitching.
Alright, getting started on the hat. In the pattern I did say to chain 4 and then to crochet in the first chain to slip stitch in the first chain to make a circle. I do want to show you an alternate way of crocheting in the round. It's called the magic loop. You get the tail of your yarn, make sure it's facing, I'm right-handed so it's facing left. You wrap the yarn around your finger, you stick your hook through and pull up a loop of the yarn. Make sure you're not pulling up the tail, but this is actually the yarn that you're going to be working with. Then chain 2 and then do all of your work inside the loop. For this hat we're going to do 12 HDCs. This initial chain 2 does count as 1, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 11, 12. Now, the reason why this is called the magic loop is because, look, get the tail and you pull it and, oh, Malanta, that was magic. Amazing. Okay, so we now are going to be joining to the initial chain 2 here, but since we're going to be alternating front and back loop, we're actually going to join to the back loop of the initial chain 2. Alright, so I do a slip stitch, I chain 2. Whenever you're working in the round, you are going to be increasing in each and every stitch. That means you're going to be doing 2 stitches in each one. So we started out with 12. This next round will end up with 24. So there we did a join in the back loop. Now we're going to do a front loop, half double crochet as well. Then we're going to go next one, back loop and front loop. Back, front. So just like in the scarf pattern, you are getting that alternating front loop, back loop, back loop, but you're doing it in each stitch. Luckily, there are 2 loops to do this in, so it's all good, man. back, front. Continue doing that all the way around and you have 24 stitches, including that initial chain 2 over here. Alright, we're at the end of the round. I have 24. Did the last one. This one I joined in the back loop, so now I'm going to join it in the front loop. Chain 2, do a half double crochet in the back loop. And then this next stitch, you're not going to increase. So I did back loop, now I'll do front loop. Whenever you're crocheting the round, for anybody out there who is just learning how to do this, the first row you do X number, here we did 12. The next row you increase each and every stitch, so you increase by 12, there's 24. Well, each round you're going to increase by the number of initial stitches, so the next row is going to have 36 stitches. To do that, you increase every other row. So there's 2 and then 1, 2 and then 1, 2 and then 1. One way that I keep track of where I am in the pattern is that I actually count it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And if you notice, I'm in the 1, 2, 3rd round. This works in each row as you go. Excuse me, in the 4th round, you're going to increase in 1, and then you're going to skip 2. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, you're going to be in the 4th round. So, nifty little trick there. Alright, coming back to this, we did front loop, so we'll do back loop. Oof, got some yarn stuck in there. Front loop, back loop, all the way around. Alright, in the pattern you'll go on for a few more rounds before you switch to white, but I do want to show you how to change colors for this one. If you've seen my scarf pattern, you'll know that I actually will cut the yarn and tie it off and then join a new one. But for the hat, it's actually a little bit easier to change the color as you go. That way you can keep track where you are. So in this instance, let's say I ended on a front loop, so I'll do a back loop, and let me just start from the beginning here. I yarn over, insert it in, yarn over, pull my yarn through. But instead of finishing my stitch with the green like that, what I'll do is I'll get my white, and I'll actually finish the stitch with the white. So that when I join here, I'm going to be joining in the back loop, it looks like. So I'll be joining in with the white. And I always pull in both the main one and the tail because it does make it a little bit more secure. That's just the way I like to do things. Then I'll go ahead and chain 2. And from here on out, I will be using the white to complete my stitch. So here's the front loop. Then a back loop. Then a front loop. And then the next stitch we will increase. Back loop. Front loop. And as you can see, it is the 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd be increasing in the stitch. Alright, I'll go around and then I will show you how I decreased in the round, because you will be needing to decrease in this pattern.